Hi, everybody. So I wanted to talk with you all today about one of the downloads that I got recently, and it's really cool because I'll just say they, I, we, us, oneness, as they channel source energy, which is all of us. Um, One of the analogies that I was given to try to explain how all of this works was um, this analogy of the hologram, of a hologram, and describing not only like three-dimensional versus five-dimensional versus multi-dimensional versus highest dimensional realms, but also how we can play with this if we kind of understand it a little bit more in order to manifest, in order to create, in order to live the joyful life that we came down here to experience. So the analogy goes to those of us who have watched Star Trek Next Generation. So if you remember in Star Trek Next Generation, they had this room, which was the hologram room. And let's say you're Captain Picard, you would go in, and before you would go in, you would create, notice the words I'm using, you would create the scene that you wanted to experience in the hologram. You would create your character, you would create all the other characters, you would create the scene, you would create the hologram as Captain Picard, as the creator. Then you would step into the hologram, you would experience it, but you knew it was a hologram, so you could change things at will. Oh, change that person's clothing. Oh, change the person walking in here to over there. Whatever it was, whatever the scenario was, you could change it at will. So the thing with that is you always knew it was a fantasy. It wasn't real. So even if you wanted to create this hologram experience, where you say you wanted to create one where you're just in love and it's this, you have this marvelous, wonderful person that you're with and everything like that, even if you're in the hologram, you know it's a hologram, you created it, so you couldn't really completely feel it because you knew it wasn't real. Well, in a way, that's what we've done here. Our higher dimensional selves, ourselves as creator, created this three-dimensional experience as a hologram. But we realized we wanted to play in it and have the full experience, but if we could remember who we were as the creator, we wouldn't be able to have the full experience. We'd know this is all temporary. We'd know we created the whole thing. Who I am, my character, what I want to do as a soul being, as a creator, as a higher dimensional being. I created all of this, and I created the storyline, everything. So if I'm completely aware of that, then I'm not going to be able to have the full experience of being ensconced, of the thrills, the joys, the highs, the lows, if I know I'm totally safe and I can come out of it at any time. So that's why we incarnated on this, in this plane, in this three-dimensional realm, without remembering who we are, without remembering completely who we are as creator. There are two reasons. I mean, there's that reason so we could have the full experience. And then there's the other reason, is part of why we as star seeds, and if you're listening to this with me this far, you're definitely a star seed. We've had fun together in other realms. And we came here to help wake up the planet. And the only way we could really do that is by experiencing what others who've forgotten who they are have experienced. So there were two reasons. Number one, so that we could have the full experience of the hologram. And number two, so that we could help others wake up after we woke ourselves up. Go look up the volunteers video, the two little girls talking on the beach telepathically. It explains it all. I'm just going to go search for it on YouTube. It's fabulous. So now is a time where we've decided, okay, we've played enough. Now it's time to wake up. As things have gotten a little cray-cray with us not waking up, but it doesn't matter. It's the time to wake up. I can do a whole nother video on what's going on now with the universe is calling back all of our energy right now to create a whole new playground, to create a whole new hologram that we're going to play in. But we have to all be awakened. We have to all, the universe needs enough of us pulled back in its energy to create this whole new Big Bang where literally we are going to be able to play with gravity. I mean, those guys in the Matrix kind of knew what they were talking about. Where we're going to be able to play with the physical laws because we created them anyway. I've been in Tonga swimming with the whales, literally hovering over a multi-ton whale 15 feet above him on the surface, snorkeling above him, and he's just laying there motionless still. And he's not sinking. He's not rising. He's not moving. He's just staying there singing to us. And oh my God, it was like standing in front of a Marshall amp, just receiving this healing vibration, these messages. It was incredible. We'll talk about that on another video as well. But my point is we're getting ready to create a whole new playground, a whole new hologram room. So how do we play with this here? How do we play with this knowledge, this analogy? So if we can remember that we are the creator and that we created this hologram, then if we don't like the way something is, by remembering that we are the creator, we can come back into that creator space, come back into your Captain Picard, come back into your creator self, your God self, and make the changes. Literally, just by coming back into your divine mind, into your creator awareness, into your higher dimensional self. Here's my hologram. I'm not quite pleased with what's going on. I'm going to step out of the hologram, go back into my creator mode, my higher dimensional self, going to reprogram the hologram, and then go step back in. This is it. It really is that simple. Everything we want to manifest, everything we want to create is all about us going back and remembering ourselves as the divine mind, as the creator, as source energy. Each one of us makes up source energy together, unity consciousness. I'm going to a whole nother video about how here's the point. This is source, this is oneness, this is unity, and then that cell splits and becomes a bunch of individuals, and then those cells split and become a bunch of individuals, and all going down into the dimensional realm until we get into the 3D, and here we are. But it's remembering who we are up here. It's remembering who we are as the point, as the creator. We created this hologram. We can come out and change it at will. And it's all about remembering you are majestic. You are the creator. Going back into that place where you just feel in your body that you are the divine mind. You are creator. You are source energy. We are source energy. We are. We're amazing. And now is the time, and we're being very, very supported in this awakening. We are being supported by where the planet is in the galaxy. We're in a place where we've never been in before. And we're going to be getting a whole new influx of cosmic energy to support this, as the sun's going to go back into minimal phase next year. So whatever growing pains, whatever you're experiencing right now, it literally is growing pains. It is your body expanding to be able to hold in this higher vibrational energy. I know I'm going through it, but as I just relax, let it in, and just understand that this new feeling space, it's a new feeling space. It's a growing pain, a little bit, just, oh, my body's expanding a little bit to hold in an even higher vibrational energy. It's happening, and it's beautiful, and it's wonderful, and it's just adjusting. And in the end, ask yourself, ooh, is this uncomfortable? Or is this just different? Or is this new? Is this something new? And think about when you're stretching, when you're doing stretches, when do you get the most flexibility out of your body? When you take a breath in, and then you just relax the muscle, and all of a sudden you can stretch a little bit more. So I'm inviting you all to, number one, take breaths in, relax the muscles, allow in the higher vibrational energy, and also to remember you are the creator. If you want something different in this three-dimensional hologram existence, you just have to ask for it. Step out of the hologram, go into your divine self and into your Captain Picard and say, make it so. And then step back into your hologram. Literally, through meditation, whatever it is that connects you to yourself as source. Yourself as source. Your awareness of source is all you need. That's it. You don't have to do anything else except step into that. You set the GPS point. I want such and such. I want financial abundance in my life. I want to attract this in my hologram. So I set the GPS point, I come out, I just connect and feel the divine mind within me, going into that space, into that energy, into that feeling space of God's source inside me, of the divine presence, the God presence inside me. It's kind of like Keith's parallel universe shifting, then walk back into the hologram and trust and trust and trust. And that's it. So please go play with your magnificent selves. Go play with the God presence inside of you. Go play with your hologram. Go program it into anything you want. It's possible. And go have fun and enjoy this awakening process. Enjoy this awakening process. It's happening, and we're all together. We're all doing it together and supporting each other. If you have any questions or anything, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm so happy to talk about this and share this, because it's kind of what I'm meant to do. It gives me joy. Anyway, I love you all. I hope you're having a beautiful, spectacular, wonderful, marvelous, joy-filled, love-filled day. Bye, everyone.